Thank you for joining us as we continue our Bible study for Sunday, May 31st, 2026, Holy Trinity Sunday, focusing on the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 28, verses 16 through 20. Here Jesus speaks to all of his disciples, those who believe and those who doubt. He begins with a statement of authority when he says in Matthew 28, verse 18, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me." Jesus is not speaking as a ghost disconnected from God, but rather Jesus speaks with the authority of God. So the questions are, why is it important for Jesus to begin his post-resurrection speech with establishing his authority? How does Jesus exercise his authority? And how does Jesus try to share his authority with his disciple? Why is it important to begin with establishing his authority? It's to help define who he is, I think. He's just not a ghost or a specter. He is connected to God. When he gives this authority, he's connecting himself to the triune God as part of God. And so he is somebody to be listened to, somebody to be respected, somebody's teachings to be honored. Which leads to, how does Jesus exercise his authority? As he shares it with the disciples. He gives them the authority to go and baptize and teach others, to bring them into the fold, to include those into this relationship that they have with Jesus. This authority that continues down to us today includes us to invite others into this relationship that we have with the triune God. This authority that allows us to invite others to be connected to God. This is how he tries to share his authority, as we get to be part of this mission that he started. This mission of being part of what God is doing in this world. If you come to church on Sunday, you'll see that our first reading is from Genesis chapter 1 and 2. This mission began in the beginning with God creating the world. It continues through today with God calling for us to be part of what he is doing. Jesus shares this authority with us to be part of what God is doing, to be part of creating and loving and sustaining this world. And so we continue to listen and to teach and to follow, to listen to his authority, to follow where he is leading. If you have any thoughts on these questions, let me know. Again, God be with you.